Good evening, everyone. We are back. We are back with another hot take. So, self awareness is often celebrated as a strength, but today's hot take asks a tougher question. What happens when awareness stops at insight and never moves to responsibility? This topic matters because reflection without ownership can quietly turn into excuse making. Awareness creates insight, but accountability is what creates change. Now, all our topics in this hot takes have been interlinked. And when it comes to awareness, when it comes to ownership, when it comes to psychological practice, when it comes to what you call people resisting change, there is one budding topic which encloses all of it, and that is what the Banshee is here to talk to us about. And the topic that she's going to talk to us about is confidence is built after action, not before it. So, yes, over to you, Dipanshi.
Thank you so much, Radhika, for welcoming me and giving me the opportunity to have a discussion over this topic. What I believe is confidence is not a prerequisite for action. It is basically a byproduct of taking action. So here, I believe why the confidence is important for us. This belief shows up everywhere, be it a student, be it a professional, be it a manager, or even the leaders. At every place, everywhere, this confidence is very much important. You often must have heard people saying, I'll speak when I feel confident. I'll apply when I'm ready. I'll lead when I believe in myself. So the problem is not the confidence. Confidence rarely comes first. It comes after when we take the action. So while we are waiting for it, it delays our growth, our opportunity, and our visibility. So that is why we shouldn't wait for the confidence. We just start with the small actions, and slowly and gradually, the confidence will be built in yourself. So there are three aspects of confidence which I feel. So confidence is experiential, not emotional. So we should not connect it with our emotions. Like we are not gaining confidence, we are just procrastinating our work, right? So confidence grows after doing, not thinking. If we'll keep thinking, then confidence will never come, it will never grow. Second aspect is action provides evidence. When we are doing some action, so every small action gives us a proof. So when we get that proof, then we build that belief, that confidence, right? So you must have heard people saying, like a sentence like, I handled it with confidence and proud once the action is done. So, third is your inaction strengthens your self doubt. When we are just thinking, and we are not taking any kind of action, then longer wait leads to your louder self doubt, right? We come in self doubt. Are we able to do this? Am I competent enough to do this work? So these self doubts naturally comes when you are not putting yourself into action, right? So I would just share a example or what I have observed. So when we look in the training rooms, the participants, we hear participants often saying, I'm not a good speaker, I'm not confident speaker. So but once they stand up, they start speaking, you notice that they receive the feedbacks, right? After start speaking and delivering the session, or just talking with you, interaction, that interaction gives you more confidence and the visibility, right? So after the act, not before the act you get the confidence. So here, if I would say, if you agree with me with my idea, then from now onwards, stop feeling to be ready. Start with small actions, the uncomfortable ones, but start. Start with the actions. Treat actions as a practice. The more you will practice, the more you will gain confidence, and not with your performance. Don't judge yourself with performance, because by the time you will practice your actions, definitely your performance will improve and you will gain more confidence. So, last but not the least, I would like to say, you don't become confident, then act. You act and confidence grows. Thank you. So, any kind of questions you would like to ask, the most welcome.
Before I open the floor, thank you so much, Dipanshi. It was really lovely what you put, because this is something which I really, really believe in, and which is there on my vision board also, because it has action, inspiration, motivation.
Yes,
So, the first thing is to act, and only when we act will there be a consequence, and because of that consequence, there will be confidence.
definitely.
So I have gelled very much with whatever you said. The floor is open, trainers. If you have any questions, please do.
Hi, Dipanshi.
Hello, Rahela. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also fine,
Okay.
thanks.
So, yeah, the topic is a very interesting one. I connect with Radhika, whatever she said. Right. So, my question to you is how much confidence is enough to start?
See, as I said, we never gain confidence before we start. And confidence is not measurable, actually, what I believe. We gain confidence slowly and gradually. See, I'll give you one example. We must have heard students saying that when we ask them, are you prepared for the exam? So nobody says that yes, we are prepared. So by the time they start the exam, write for it, and when they come out from the exam, then they say yes, I was prepared, or I was prepared little. So once they give the exam, start with the exam, then they get gain confidence after looking the questions, right?
Right, perfect. Very nice example.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so my next question is what is more dangerous? Acting without confidence or never acting at all?
I would say never acting, because what I believe is, when we do not start our action, when we never execute, then that is more dangerous, because that doesn't give anything to us. When we do something and then not able to do it, then we can say that okay, it's fine, at least we don't have that guilt, I didn't even tried. So
Right.
trying and not getting something, even I would say, if you are trying so there is nothing, it's not that you will not gain anything. At least you will gain some confidence, or you will try again, right? That you want to improve in that action.
Okay, so okay, in a crisis moment, do we act because we are confident or become confident because we have acted?
We become confident because we have acted.
Okay. If action create confident, what is one action you can take right now?
I would say I will start, as you like told me, that what are the we should stop feeling to get ready, right? So we should just start with our action, right? And then we'll definitely feel that yes, we are ready, as I gave you the example of the students.
Yes. Okay, Dipanshi, that's it from my side. Thank you for your wonderful answers.
So, just
Most
a
welcome.
continuation to what Rahila just asked. My thing
Yes.
is, when it comes to confidence, the main
Yes.
reason people don't act is because they don't have confidence.
Yes.
Correct? So how do they overcome this feeling? Because they are definitely not confident enough to start the action that we are talking
Hmm.
about. So how do they approach this kind of a thing?
So what I believe is, see, we should prepare for something first. If we are not prepared, definitely we'll not get that confidence to start even. So we should prepare ourselves first, and once we are while preparing, we can start our action. And
Okay.
when we'll start our action, then confidence will come gradually.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So if it is okay, what you mean to say it is okay if we are semi prepared with the topic or semi
Yes.
prepared with the action. We just need to go ahead and do it, because
Yes.
as we go, as we progress, it turns into confidence and it becomes a complete product. Is that it?
Yes. Absolutely.
Right. Thank you so much, Dipanshi.
Most
It was
welcome.
lovely new insights as to how a person with no confidence can actually become very, very confident. So,
Yes. Absolutely.
thank you, viewers. Thank you, Rahila, for such lovely questions. And what do you call? It's a wrap from Atulit's side. We'll see you next time with another activity. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.